I'm going to a singles event tomorrow night, and I'm nervous.
I think people meet at meetups more often than people meet at singles events because of the way the thing is structured.
Hi, I'm 23 and I've never had a boyfriend.
Okay, I turned 40 this year and I've never been in love. I've never been in a relationship.
We're going to singles mixer night, and this
as a pair.
And these are our predictions.
Someone is going to make a pickup line about the Canadian wildfire. Air quality. Hey girl, is you a Canadian wildfire? Because you take my breath away.
Predicts that about 5 to 10 guys are going to ask for Snapchat and or Instagram.
I predict that someone's going to ask us if we're sisters because they don't have a better pickup line, even though we look nothing alike.
I predict that at least 2 guys are going to pretend that they're Swifties, but then they're going to say that their favorite song is Love Story, so then I'll just know that they're doing it just because they think I'm cute.
How dare they?
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as The Truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a fishing for love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups, specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd.
In the past, single events were envisioned as lively gatherings where people could naturally connect with one another and possibly find their romantic partners in real time. These events were intended to work with significant collaborations, cultivating a climate where people could take part in authentic discussions and appreciate each other's conversation. Notwithstanding, as of late, the scene of these occasions has gone through a prominent shift, leaving many disappointed with the experience.
If you want to attend our first singles event, here are the details. Our first event will be a week from today, February 8th, and it starts at 7 p.m. If you'd like to attend, download the Thursday app. You can get a ticket, RSVP through there. You don't actually have to match with anybody on the app in order to show up. Come alone, bring a friend, whatever feels good for you. Just come and be prepared to be social.
Oh, 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 oh.
The more and more dates I go on with people, I realize how comfortable I am being single. I do not need a man. It's a want, and I don't even know if I want one anymore.
Are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like y'all sense of entitlement is out of control. Y'all expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing y'all bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like, y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay. They're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free pussy, free looks, and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up, women that every man can say he had.
Sadly, a worrying trend has emerged in which a series of dynamics have distorted the essence of these gatherings and discouraged men from participating. The perception of an imbalance in the interactions between men and women is one of the primary causes of concern. As opposed to cultivating an environment of common investigation and understanding, a few ladies have been blamed for cornering the discussion, transforming these occasions into stages for self-advancement and self-praise.
Many modern women are rewarded by society for their bad behavior, act like entitled, selfish princesses, are high maintenance but low reward, lack any sense of accountability, and a lot are feminists but not feminine. The worst part is they're all delusional about their true relationship market value. Of course, the real true keepers out there, they're hard to find, rare, and even harder to get. There's a lot of competition for them. It's no wonder men are choosing to stay single. But is staying single the best option for you?
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they were like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
To be honest, I'd rather just be a little lonelier than deal with all the hassle of dating. I'm really not in a place emotionally and financially where I can deal with sorting through a bunch of misses to find a missus. Nowadays, with dating apps, there's always something new and more exciting just around the corner. So many women I've dated have abruptly broken things off because they found something more exciting. Dating is like taking on a part-time job. I don't have the time or the energy. I'm sure all of you can relate to that. Social media, Hollywood, and porn have really altered the expectations of the general public across the board when looking for a mate. It's actually really messed up psychologically when a person thinks about it. Specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who conveniently hold themselves to extremely low standards but feel entitled to the best. More specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who act like victims when they're confronted with equally high expectations.
These gatherings have turned into venues where women flaunt their accomplishments and revel in self-adulation rather than fostering connections and meaningful dialogue. Many men who are looking for genuine interactions are becoming alienated as a result of this shift in focus, which has left little room for genuine connection or mutual discovery. Additionally, instances of men-specific ridicule and mockery have tainted the atmosphere at these events, escalating feelings of alienation and frustration. Instead of encouraging a comprehensive climate helpful for open correspondence, a few ladies have been blamed for mocking men's feelings and disparaging their encounters. This kind of behavior not only defeats the purpose of these events, but it also perpetuates negative stereotypes and heightens tensions between men and women.
When you get enough lonely single men in their young ages of like 20 to 30, right, with no family, no kids, nothing to die for, to stand for, you're going to have public tragedies keep happening. Soon they'll start targeting higher ups in government because, you know, once the greed sets in from those at the top and they take more and more and more and you're left with nothing, then you'll really see the, quote, revolt everybody talks about.
I can't see one single positive argument for staying single today. We're having a cigar the other day with this guy when we did the live podcast. He's 35 years old, makes millions, but he doesn't want to get married. He says, it's too risky getting married today. I said, it's too risky getting married today. I said, man, it's too risky staying single today. Like, what do you think life is all about? Pulling up to a restaurant in a Rolls Royce? For what? Who cares? Those people that say, what a nice car, don't give a shit about you. Everything about life is investing in things that outlive you. Man wants to live forever, but we're not going to. The only way you're going to get a glimpse of living forever is by what you build. You have kids, you raise them properly, they continue your last name, you write a book, you make music, you make movies, you make something that outlives you.
True. All of this is true. Well said.
Well said, soldier.
Because of these disturbing turns of events, numerous men have picked to stay away from singles occasions through and through, selecting rather for elective roads to meet expected accomplices. A number of negative dynamics have tarnished the once promising concept of singles events, disillusioning many with the possibility of making meaningful connections in such settings. On the off chance that these issues are not tended to, the reasonability of singles occasions as a stage for certifiable association might keep on disintegrating, further worsening the difficulties looked by those looking for heartfelt connections.
Hey girl, what's up?
Hey girl, nothing much. What's up with you?
Girl, I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
I heard about your last online dating experience.
You did? Yeah, girl. Crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with these dating apps.
I feel you. Well, I actually have an event for you to go to tonight.
For real? Where is it?
It's gonna be at my church. What?
Not
Girl,
going.
why? It's
No.
gonna be a lot of single dudes there.
Lies.
I am not lying. I'm for real.
Nah, I ain't messing with you because the last time you invited me to your church's singles event, it was all women there. Girl, might as well have been a ladies' night or something.
We had a good time the last time, remember?
What I remember was that we spent half the time praying for husbands when the husband should have been there that night at the event. No.
You're
I'm
being
not doing-
dramatic. It was a few dudes there.
It was 3 guys there, and 2 of them were there with their girlfriend. And then the other one was there with his wife. At a singles event.
It wasn't that bad. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit tonight.
A few displeased ladies are thinking about requesting discounts for the exceptionally expected singles occasion they joined in, which at last ended up being a mistake. The event didn't live up to expectations because there were no men in attendance, despite weeks of preparation, including careful outfit selection and flawless makeup application. These women are disillusioned with the event's failure to achieve its intended goal because they are frustrated by the lack of potential partners. They didn't get to mingle with men who might be interested in them. Instead, they were only surrounded by other attendees and the organizers, which meant that the evening didn't have the potential for romance. The shortfall of men at singles occasions has turned into an outstanding pattern, leaving numerous ladies feeling let down and scrutinizing the viability of such get-togethers in working with significant associations.
And that's why I do not go to those mixers anymore. When you go, it ends up being nothing but women. And to those men that like to say you can't find women, you can't approach women, you know, they're there at these mixers. It's a beautiful, successful women who are making a conscious effort to put themselves out there to meet someone. And before you start hating, oh, there's just a bunch of women that can't find nobody. And there's a lot of people out there that can't find anybody. Young, old, black, white, rich, poor. These women are actively putting in the work to make themselves available.
That's right.
Guys, you really don't even have to spend money at these events. Fellas, start signing up for these events. Start going to these events. I like these events because it makes it easy to approach someone and it makes it easy for someone to approach you. Classic stuff. Putting this out there because I want to start going to them again. Y'all sign up for them. Just sign up for someone and it makes it easy for someone to approach you. That classic stuff. Putting this out there because I want to start going to them again. Y'all sign up for them. Just sign up for them.
Single events where singles go to meet other people are the worst, because that's pretty much just the leftovers and the completely hopeless people that have zero values and zero standards, you know. They just go there in hope that they find someone that they can date. You know, single groups, single Facebook groups, single markets, dating apps, like all of these things are where the singles with no standards go to and never get anything. That's the worst place to meet high quality women.
Men's attendance at singles events is declining for a number of reasons, one of which is women's perceived expectations of them. These ladies frequently approach such occasions with a need to keep moving, driven by cultural tensions to settle down, get hitched, and begin a family inside close courses of events. For their purposes, finding an accomplice isn't simply about friendship. It's tied in with satisfying functional requirements like monetary strength, everyday encouragement, and help from the burdens of day-to-day existence. Men who are looking for genuine connections based on respect and shared values may be put off by this utilitarian perspective on relationships. Furthermore, Numerous ladies at these occasions may not encapsulate the customary jobs of spouses or accomplices that men look for. Some might have encountered bombed connections or separations, prompting questions about their appropriateness as long-haul accomplices. Notwithstanding this, they actually anticipate that men should stick to conventional orientation jobs, while at the same time dismissing the thought that they ought to adjust to cultural assumptions themselves. Men become disillusioned as a result of these expectations differences, questioning the authenticity and viability of making meaningful connections at single events. A few men view going to such occasions as an indication of distress, liking to seek after connections through additional natural and certifiable means. At last, this distinction features the requirement for all kinds of people to reevaluate their way to deal with dating and connections. Rather than survey singles occasions if all else fails, men ought to focus on personal growth and certainty working, while ladies ought to zero in on cultivating certified associations in light of common regard and shared values. Really, at that time, can single occasions recover their allure as stages for significant communications, as opposed to frantic endeavors to track down friendship. And that concludes today's discussion on MGTOW voice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.